Alright guys, thanks for watching. This is another video game retro pickup video. Retro video game pickup video. This is the first time I actually went to Mr. Dealz, so let's go right on into these games. This is the first time I actually went to the first of the two trips I went to Mr. Dealz for. So let's go right on into this. For the Nintendo DS, we have SpiderMan 2 from Activision, and of course the box that I put it in won't stay shut. But anyway, take a look, take New York for a spin. 2 years after becoming Spider-Man, you face your toughest enemy yet, the dangerous Doc Ock. Now the city of New York is relying on you to save it from his reckless rampage. So there's top screen, amazing dual screen gameplay in the bottom screen, defeat enemies in exciting scenes from the movie with dual screen action, and prowl a huge 3D New York accessing cool new moves and combos using the touchscreen. So for the Nintendo DS, we have Spider-Man 2 from Activision. Let's put this over here. This piece of shit just won't stay, man. There we go. Alright, next up for the Nintendo DS, we have the Magic School Bus Oceans. Wahoo, 25 years of Magic School Bus from Scholastic. Get out there and explore. Join Miss Frizzle's class on an adventurous field trip of ocean discovery. Drive the Magic School Bus, learn ocean animal facts, and explore fun trivia challenges. Take chances, make mistakes, get messy. Explore ocean science. Earn points to dive deeper into the 6 ocean depths. Play to learn. Play 7 games with just under 200 science interactions. Discover sea creatures. Learn over 100 facts about 100 sea animals. www.scholastic.com/Magic School Bus. Again, for the Nintendo DS, we have the Magic School Bus Oceans. Piece of crap. Next up for the Nintendo DS, we have Tetris DS. 6 different game modes and Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. Tetris with the Nintendo Touch. Nintendo takes on a timeless puzzle blockbuster. Wireless DS single card download play 2 to 10 and wireless DS multi-card play 2 to 10. Every mode features a Nintendo character theme. Play modes based on all-time favorites like Mario, Link, Donkey Kong, and Samus. Tons of new ways to play. Feed your Tetris need with 6 crazy fun game modes including Standard, Mission, Touch, and more. Wireless and Wi-Fi multiplayer. Up to 10 players can clash over local wireless using just one game card or go on online with Nintendo Wi-Fi connection and test your skills against opponents worldwide. So here you have push mode, touch mode, and standard multiplayer. Wireless router or Nintendo Wi-Fi USB connector and broadband access required for online play. For the Nintendo DS, we have Tetris DS. Okay, for the Nintendo 64, we have a complete copy of Star Wars Rogue Squadron. The expansion pack enhanced, designed for the Rumble Pack. Star Wars Rogue Squadron, fly against the evil empire. As Luke Skywalker, co-founder of the Rebel Alliance's elite Rogue Squadron, you must combat the evil Galactic Empire. Engage in intense, fast-paced planetary air-to-ground and air-to-air missions. Dogfights, search and destroy, reconnaissance, bombing runs, rescue assignments, and more. Features: pilot X-Wings, Y-Wings, A-Wings, V-Wings, and snowspeeders with powerful weapons and 15-plus missions. Battle TIE Fighters, TIE Bombers, Imperial Shuttles, AT-Walkers, AT-STs, and other challenging foes. Settings include oceans, forests, volcanic regions, desert canyons, and beyond with both daylight and nighttime missions. High-quality graphics include detailed 3D craft, real-time lighting, and scintillating special effects. Rich Star Wars music track dynamically interacts with game events and features brand new compositions. Realistic sound effects and in-flight chatter with your Rogue Squadron mates add to the drama. www.lucasarts.com and www.starwars.com, distributed exclusively by Nintendo. Complete copy of Star Wars Rogue Squadron for the N64. Next up, for the Sega Genesis, we have a complete copy of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie. After 6,000 years in exile, Ivan Ooze returns to Earth to launch a new reign of terror. Can the Power Rangers save the universe from the evil Ivan Ooze before he brainwashes everyone? See the movie and play the game. Choose from all 6 Power Rangers: Tommy the White Ranger, Kimberly the Pink Ranger, Billy the Blue Ranger, Aisha the Yellow Ranger, Adam the Black Ranger, and Rocky the Red Ranger. Each Power Ranger has his or her own unique moves and power plays, plus extraordinary new powers. All the new enemies straight from the movie and the TV series. 1 or 2 player games for hours of fighting action-packed combat. From Saban, 1 or 2 players, we have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie for the Genesis. Next up for the Sega Genesis, we have Bugs Bunny in Double Trouble, an official Looney Tunes product. What's up, Doc? Bugs Bunny has dreamed his way into double trouble. A mad scientist is after Bugs' brain. To escape, Bugs must use the scientist's televisor to travel through Dreamland and outwit his Looney Tunes pals, including Daffy Duck, Elmer Fudd, and Yosemite Sam. But Bugs' nightmare doesn't end there. Before he can rest, Bugs must rocket to Mars to battle Marvin the Martian and his trusty dog Canine. You get 3D rendered graphics and play the cartoons. Move faster, that's all, folks. One-player game for the Sega Genesis. We have Bugs Bunny in Double Trouble. Next up for the Sega Genesis, we have Tom and Jerry Frantic Antics. They're back. The world's wildest cat and mouse team returns in an all-new animated adventure filled with non-stop action, frantic antics, and an outrageous bunch of baddies. This time out, it's up to you to help both Tom and Jerry save their new friend Robin from some fiendish foes, including cruel Captain Kitty and the evil Auntie Fig. Together, you'll have to conquer 8 completely chaotic levels filled with awesome obstacles and incredible enemies, all while trying to grab as much cheese and fish as you can get your paws on. Anything can happen, so keep an eye out for hidden surprises and special bonuses that can boost your power and protect you from harm. If you're fast, smart, and lucky, you'll escape from the burning cabin in the woods and reunite Robin with her father. And remember, you're here to beat the bad guys, not each other. So get it together, guys. Robin's counting on you. Apparently this was assembled in Mexico. 1 or 2 players from Sega. It is Tom and Jerry Frantic Antics. And also for the Sega Genesis, I was really excited I was able to get this. It is Sega Club Galactics, the Magic School Bus Space Exploration Game. Pretty rare to find complete. Blast off on a field trip to the solar system where every adventure happens on a different planet. Scholastics, the Magic School Bus game, is based on the best-selling book series and hit PBS TV show. Hitch a ride with zany Miss Fizzle and Liz the Lizard on an ever-expanding space mission, and you're the pilot. Rocket through the solar system and visit each planet to discover its wonders. How much do you weigh on Jupiter? What's the weather like on Mars? Snap photos for your space journal. Learn about satellites, rocks, asteroids, comets, and hey, what's that baseball doing up here? Apply your fascinating discoveries to solving puzzles, even build your own solar system. The fun never ends. Go to any planet as often as you want. It's factual, educational, and entertaining. The best adventure in the Milky Way. For 1 player for the Sega Genesis, we have Sega Club Scholastics, the Magic School Bus Space Exploration Game. Next, for the PS1, we have Bugs Bunny Lost in Time, games for the next millennium from Infogrames. Bugs Bunny Lost in Time. What's up, Doc? Join Bugs Bunny in his first ever 3D video game adventure as he accidentally activates a time machine and is propelled through time. Encounter 12 of his most famous Looney Tunes adversaries, including Elmer Fudd, Witch Hazel, Yosemite Sam, Rocky, and Muggsy, and Marvin the Martian. Dive into rabbit holes, tunnel underground, outwit Elmer Fudd, take to the road in a vintage convertible, and even use your ears like a helicopter. Explore 5 exciting time periods: Stone Age, medieval times, pirate years, the 1930s, and Dimension X. Enjoy 21 levels of action-packed fun and classic comic humor. Here you see hilarious animated cutscenes, a hair-raising car chase, Millennium 2000, and Looney Tunes. From Infogrames, we have, you can visit the website www.infogrames.net. Excuse me, .net, yeah. Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny Lost in Time for the PS1. Next up for the PS1, we have Looney Tunes Racing from Infogrames. Step on the laughing gas. Get set for hilarious non-stop racing fun starring your all-time favorite cartoon characters. Revved up with custom karts, outrageous gags, comical commentary, and vintage locations, Looney Tunes Racing is awesome cartoon action. Choose from over 15 all-time favorite characters like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Taz, Marvin the Martian, Lola Bunny, Wile E. Coyote, and more. Deploy hilarious Acme devices like the homing cream pie, storm cloud, and dropping anvil to pummel opponents. More than 16 tracks race through famous interactive cartoon environments such as the Giants, Garden, and Planet X. Challenge a friend through 3 modes of wild 2-player action. LTR might surpass Crash Team Racing as the best PS kart racing game to date, says GameFan.com. You can go to www.looneytunes-games.com. From Infogrames to the PS1, we have Looney Tunes Racing. Next up for the PS1, we have the Lost World Jurassic Park from DreamWorks Interactive and Electronic Arts. You're the T-Rex. Enter the Lost World and discover an untamed island ruled by dinosaurs. Stalk, track, and fright an expansive 3D environment, where natural selection is the only law. Hunt or be hunted. Features: control 5 different characters, including the T-Rex, Raptor, and Compy. Dazzling 3D animation, 31 intense levels, encounter 20 species of dinosaurs. 3D world with multiple paths and hidden areas. www.ea.com. Again, The Lost World Jurassic Park for the PS1. And lastly, for the PS1, we have Casper, a haunting 3D challenge from Interplay. By gamers, for gamers. With friends like these, who needs enemies? Hey, you're not afraid of a challenge, are you? Of course not. You laugh in the face of fear, all 3 of them. Use your ghostly skills to solve complex puzzles, find secret passageways, hidden clues, and locate the lost pieces of the dismantled Lazarus machine. Based on the hit movie, including some of the same great 3D animation, hilarious gags, and original character voices, Casper is a challenging adventure for you, your family, and your friends. Just remember to choose your friends carefully. Play in the dark if you dare. A hilarious puzzle-solving challenge for the entire family. Wage a battle of wits with the ghostly trio, Stretch, Stinky, and Fatso, as they harass, torment, chase, and trick you. Morph into and out of a host of humorous objects, explore secret passageways, and discover hidden clues. Delight in the same great original character voices you loved in the movie. So from Interplay, for the PS1, we have Casper. Now the interesting thing about the PlayStation 1 version is that it's very, very, very cheap. The Saturn version, on the other hand, that you saw in the previous videos, extremely expensive. Next up for the Game Boy Advance, we have Walt Disney's The Jungle Book from Ubisoft, www.ub.com. Only for Game Boy Advance, not compatible with other Game Boy systems. Become the king of the jungle with Mowgli. Journey as Mowgli through the wild jungles based on Walt Disney's The Jungle Book original animated film. Explore vivid worlds, encounter wild creatures, and challenge all the characters in the wild jungle like Baloo, Bagheera, Kaa, King Louie, Shere Khan, and more. An exciting adventure. Explore 6 lush 3D worlds and 20 massive levels such as the Indian jungle, the swamp, and King Louie's temple. Mind-bending puzzles and minigames. Challenge King Louie to a dance contest. Take a fast-action ride on Baloo's belly. Avoid the hypnotizing gaze of Kaa, and more. Animation gallery. Unlock photos of your favorite jungle pals and special animated sequences from the original film. Gameplay on the Game Boy Advance video game system. So from Disney Interactive and Ubisoft, www.ubi.com, we have Walt Disney's The Jungle Book. Next up for the Game Boy Advance, we have Disney's Party from Electronic Arts. Only for Game Boy Advance, GBA link cable. Multiplayer games require a new Game Boy Advance game link cable sold separately and not compatible with other Game Boy systems. Gameplay on the Game Boy Advance video game system. Come and join the party. Play as Mickey, Minnie, Donald, or Daisy. Choose from 3 fun-filled modes, including attraction and minigame. Link up and play head-to-head with up to 3 friends in 4 exciting minigames. Enhance your skills as you seek out and select from 15 magical pets. So from Electronic Arts and Disney Interactive, we have Disney Party for the Game Boy Advance. Next up for the Game Boy Advance, we have Looney Tunes Back in Action from Electronic Arts. Only for Game Boy Advance, not compatible with other Game Boy systems. Gameplay on the Game Boy Advance video game system. The hunt is on. Play as Bugs and Daffy on their globe-trotting adventure to find the mythical blue monkey diamond. Test your skill with fun minigames. Use fantastic Acme gizmos to defeat your enemies. 4 huge locations with tons of exciting challenges. Backinaction.ea.com. Get movie info at LooneyTunesBackinaction.com. From Electronic Arts to the Game Boy Advance, we have Looney Tunes Back in Action. In the last Game Boy Advance game, we have Charlie and the Chocolate Factory from Global Star Software. Only for Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS, not compatible with other Game Boy systems. You, Charlie Bucket, are invited to Mr. Willy Wonka's Amazing Chocolate Factory. There you'll find a lifetime supply of surprises, and a prize beyond your wildest imagination. There's no knowing where you'll be going. Fix wacky Wonka machines, rescue the rotten children, unlock candy-crazy minigames. Again, from Global Star Software, which is a Take-Two company, for the Game Boy Advance, we have Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Now, for the PS2, we have Godzilla Unleashed from Atari. Godzilla Unleashed. Our world is on the brink of apocalyptic annihilation. Havoc and destruction reign over our lands. The battle lines of gigantic proportions are drawn. 4-player multiplayer mode and multiple game types offer an enriching amount of replay value. Play as never before seen new monsters as well as all classic favorites from the Toho lineage. Interactive environments let you wreak havoc and destruction in some of the world's most famous cities, such as New York City, London, Sydney, San Francisco, and Osaka. Destruction, www.godzilla.com. Again, for the PS2 from Atari, Godzilla Unleashed. Next up for the PS2, let's move this back a little bit. We have Star Trek Conquest from Bethesda Softworks, a ZeniMax media company. Galactic Domination. Star Trek Conquest features a blend of intense action and strategy set in the Star Trek The Next Generation era. While effectively managing your resources, you must lead your forces in a campaign to control the galaxy one planet at a time. You have real-time starship combat. Take direct control of any ship and experience intense action as you engage in real-time combat. Strategic Command. Planets held by next-generation era races are set in a large galactic map where turn-based strategy allows you to build and expand your empire. 6 playable races. Choose to command the Federation, Klingon, Romulan, Cardassian, not Kardashian, but Cardassian, Dominion, or Breen race, each with their own unique set of strengths and weaknesses. CBS Consumer Products, Bethesda Softworks, a ZeniMax Media Corporation, and for the PlayStation 2 we have Star Trek Conquest. The last PlayStation 2 game we have is Star Wars Super Bombad Racing from Lucas Learning and LucasArts. Star Wars Super Bombad Racing. You've never seen Star Wars like this. Take the high-speed turns, crazy jumps, and wild gadgets of big-headed kart racing, jumble it with the gravity-defying hyperspace pace of Star Wars, and you've got a racing game with an entirely new edge. As one of 8 highly stylized Star Wars personalities, you'll zip through a galaxy of locations, zapping your friends and beating your opponents in an all-out free-for-all filled with crazy power-ups, big air jumps, and even a few surprises. Race is one of 8 Star Wars characters, each with their own unique personality, vehicle, and racing style. 9 fully detailed tracks filled with living creatures from all over that galaxy far, far away. 4 arenas offer a free-for-all duck and dash experience. Over 25 gadgets and power-ups including boosts, force fields, frontal and rear attacks. 5 gameplay modes: race teams, challenge arena, race mirror. Here you have Yoda, Darth Maul, Sebulba, Anakin Skywalker, Queen Amidala, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Boss Nass, Jar Jar Binks. Lucas Learning website, www.lucaslearning.com. Official Star Wars website, www.starwars.com. And LucasArts website, www.lucasarts.com. For the PlayStation 2, we have Star Wars Super Bombad Racing. And now for the Genesis. Now, earlier in one of the videos from the Long Island Retro Video Game Convention, you saw me grab Tiny Toon Adventures Buster's Hidden Treasure in the paper box, but I was able to also grab this in the case as well. So I'll throw that over here. Also for the Genesis, we have Tiny Toon Adventures Acme All-Stars from Konami. Get ready for the sports battle of the century. Well, maybe battle isn't quite the right word. Let's try Zany Soccer Challenge or maybe Wacky Hoopathon. You get both right inside this package. Yes, it's true, you can use your favorite Tiny Toon Adventures characters, 14 in all, in 2 riotous sporting events, soccer and basketball. Each character has his or her or its own special Looney moves. Make Buster Bunny do the 2-eared Skyforce Monster Dunk, or try a cool soccer move with Hampton's Roly-Poly Belly Bump. Tons of great graphics and stupendous sounds fill this game with never-ending entertainment. There are different courts and fields to play on, and a huge cast of characters to hit the field. So lace up your cartridge, plug in your sneakers, and go wild with zany, wacky action like you've never seen before in a sports game. This is 1 to 4 players from Konami. It is Tiny Toon Adventures Acme All-Stars for the Genesis. Next up for the Genesis, from Sega Club, we have the Berenstain Bears Camping Adventure. Berenstain Bears Camping Adventure. Everyone's favorite Berenstain Bears take to the hills on a camping adventure. Brother and sister bear wander too far and wind up lost. The trail back to camp leads them through sparkling streams, diamond caves, honey orchards, a haunted forest, and more. Play Brother Bear, Sister Bear, or both on 5 fun pack levels of puzzles, secret prizes, bonus levels, and spooky varmints. Gather fish, butterflies, diamonds, and honey to unlock hidden trails back to the campsite. Collect all the goodies and visit the haunted forest. Bop bees, birds, wolves, and other tricky critters with the high-flying bare-bottom bounce. 3 skill levels lets everybody win. Recommended for kids 5 to 9. For 1 or 2 players, we have from Sega Club, the Berenstain Bears Camping Adventure for the Genesis. Also for the Genesis, we have Robocop vs. Terminator. In the crumbling ruins of a world under siege, man-machine meets machine-man as legendary cyborgs clash to decide the fate of the Earth. As Robocop, you must travel across time into a bloody future ruled by the mechanical forces of Skynet. You'll face attack from every angle, every moment. An unwavering army of Terminators, robotic dogs, spiders, exoskeletons, and a relentless arsenal of automated weapons await you in this veritable hell on Earth. To destroy this enemy, free its hostages, and finally pierce the dark heart of a killer computer will take something more powerful than plasma rifles and laser guns, the human mind that still burns within you. Based on the Frank Miller, Walter Simonson, the million-selling Dark Horse comics series, you have heavy-hitting weaponry with flamethrowers, laser guns, plasma rifles, grenade launchers, and more, 10 explosive levels, 4 perilous worlds, 16 megabits of high-octane blasting mayhem, multitudes of sadistic enemies. Again, from Virgin Games, one-player game. For the Genesis, we have Robocop versus Terminator. Also for the Genesis, we have the Sega version of SpiderMan, and here you say 50% off Marvel Comics details inside, and it's an official Sega Genesis seal of quality game. Spider-Man. America's superhero, the amazing Spider-Man, is in serious trouble. The Kingpin has vowed to destroy New York, and he's assembled a vast army of villains to help, including Dr. Octopus, the Hobgoblin, Venom, Electro, the Lizard, and the Sandman. But Spider-Man boasts the proportional powers of a super spider. He swings on a web line across dizzying chasms no other superhero could handle. He punches and kicks with spectacular strength, clambers up buildings, and crawls across girders, even upside down, and uses his webbing to trap enemies and spin protective shields. Each villain has its own evil bag of tricks. Mutant reptiles in the sewer, electric bats along the high-power lines, alien entities on skyscraper roofs, all these and much more face the high-flying web-slinger as he races to save the city. It is a one-player game. For the Sega Genesis, from Sega, we have Spider-Man. And the last game in this video, from Sunsoft for the original Genesis, we have Batman the video game. Let the battle begin. This is your chance to battle the diabolical Joker for the freedom of Gotham City. Incredibly strong and armed to the teeth with a vengeance, Batman is prepared to put his life on the line to seek out the Joker and put an end to his evil reign of terror. But it will not be easy. With the help of the Batmobile, Batwing, and you, Batman will face an army of deadly enemies as he leaps, flies, and dodges their fire on his way to the Joker's hideaway. Prepare yourself for thrilling excitement, action-packed adventure, and awesome power. The Joker awaits you. This is a one-player game from Sunsoft. For the Genesis, we have Batman. So guys, this is part one of the two-part Mr. Dealz retro video game pickup videos. For the Game Boy Advance, we have 4 games, as you can see. For the PS2, we have 3. For the Nintendo DS, we have 3. N64, 1. PS1, we had 4 games. Genesis, we have 4. And then we have Genesis over here to make 10. So guys, thanks for watching. Again, stay tuned for the second video of the Mr. Dealz pickup video, along with more retro video game pickup videos coming later today. And don't forget, this is the first day of Scratch Ticket Mania, sponsored by Big Fish Games. So guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and we got more action coming at you.